Hey, would you look at what's happening here? It is the Filmageddon Vodcast, episode 5 of the Filmageddon Vodcast. Adam, how the hell have we already done 5 of these? How is this the 5th one? It feels like just yesterday we discovered we could do this, and here we are a month later, still haven't left our houses, and we're still doing it, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's I can't believe it's still going. Much like Filmageddon as an entity,
Yeah.
I can't believe it's still going. But you know what? No matter how much we're pushed down, we come back up. To all the haters, to all the fakes, I got your number. I got you in my head. You live here. But so we're still gonna keep going. Yeah, Frank, it's lovely to see you. Lovely to speak to you again. How are you doing?
I'm doing as fine as I can be currently. Nothing's really changing. We're staying in neutral. We just got a nice 3-week extension to the lockdown here in the UK. So, I mean, we knew it was going to happen anyway, but, I mean, how much longer are they just going to do? Every 3 weeks, they're going to be, another 3 weeks, another 3 weeks. Like, just say, 3 months. We're doing it for 3 months. No one's leaving the house. Beat this thing. But yeah, it's been fine over here. Besides that, we still have groceries, we still have toilet paper, we still have movies and stuff like that. And obviously, I've been keeping busy trying to prep this quiz thing that maybe we're doing. I'm not sure if you heard about it. The Filmageddon Lockdown live stream film quiz. Have you?
No. I could you tell me more about this amazing, what sounds like amazing and large film quiz?
Well,
tell me more about it.
I'm glad you want to know more, Adam. So the live lockdown film quiz is actually going to take place tomorrow, depending when you're watching this. But we're hoping you're watching this today. If not, April 15th, 7 p.m. BST. And do you know where we're going to be streaming that, Adam? Because we're doing it in 2 different places now. So
wait, I should have done a spit.
Yeah, okay, here we go. I'll say it again.
There's a fan on the floor. No, I don't want to spit. I have to clean it up. Then it's not like we're not like some fancy people in the studio.
Listen here now, you fancy studio folk. You coming in here taking our jobs, okay?
Oh, we did get to sneak into the studio once to do a podcast, but that's a long time ago. No, Frank, where are we streaming the quiz, the Filmageddon live lockdown film quiz?
Well, again, I'm glad you've asked. So for people who are going to be taking part in the quiz, they know, obviously, we're doing it here on our YouTube page. That is youtube.com/Filmageddon. We're going to have the stream itself open from 6:30, so you'll be able to get in there. There'll be a countdown timer. You'll be able to get into the chat, say hi to everybody. We'll have the mods there. Adam's going to be there, Blair, Luke. I think they're all going to be helping out. So the Quizlings are there, virtually keeping the thing on lockdown. So that's where the main stream is going to be. That's where we're trying to direct everybody. But we're also going to be doing it on Twitch, which is new info for maybe some people out there. So here you go, twitch.tv/Filmageddon. And I don't know, hopefully a lot of people out there are familiar with Twitch. If you're not, it's just as easy as YouTube. There'll be a link in both of the descriptions that will link you to the other stream. The reason we're doing it in multiple places is we just want to make sure if one stream goes down for any reason, there's a backup. So if we're midway through a round and all of a sudden we notice the YouTube stream has crapped out, then we'll pause, direct everybody over to the Twitch stream, restart that round, and keep going. So it shouldn't be any drama. You literally just have to click a link. You don't need to make an account. You don't need to log in. You might have to sit through one 30-second advert, I think, maybe. But besides that, it should be fairly straightforward for the people at home. I think we've made it as straightforward as we can.
I think you can no longer bring, a horse to the water or what was Woody's horse? Bullseye?
Yeah.
Take Bullseye to the water. You can't make him drink. And Bullseye wouldn't even drink because he's a toy.
That is true.
As Buzz Lightyear found out in the original.
Yes. And what a lesson that was to learn. I think maybe we could all be some sort of toys in this, right? We're being played with by a higher power right now.
I feel like that fucking penguin. The one that's on the fucking Wheezy.
Yeah.
And just a shit penguin. Although at the end he gets a little bit of redemption, doesn't he? He's like, Doesn't he get fixed or something at the end, which is a load of
He
shit?
gets his squeaker fixed, and then his voice is Robert Goulet. So there you go.
Of course, yeah, and they sing the song. And Randy Newman gets his paycheck.
A friend. Yeah, I mean, people know it. But here you go. Over on our Twitter, which is at Filmageddon Quiz, we've got the info pinned there, the 2 links to the film quiz. So, like we said, from 6:30 tomorrow or today or yesterday or whatever the hell, get in the room, say hi, and then at 7 o'clock, we will actually start the quiz, and it should be good. I'm still wrestling with PowerPoint, if I'm honest. It doesn't play ball well with a Mac, so I might be doing it from my Windows laptop, which will be interesting because everything will be much more smaller for me to look at, but hopefully for the people at home, you're not going to notice much of a difference the only difference you might notice is as opposed to this camera angle looking at me, there might be a low down one, which wouldn't be too appealing.
Oh God!
Actually, we can demonstrate what that would look like with my phone.
Oh God!
This might be what the angle looks like.
This looks like Dirty Den when he was filmed on webcam, which is you can look that up, Frank. After this, he was. He was dirty.
Look at it. There we go.
Oh no! Help me!
But yeah, so there you go. Make sure to follow us on all our pages. Instagram, we're Filmageddon. Twitter, we're at Filmageddon Quiz. YouTube, Filmageddon. Twitch, Filmageddon. All the Filmageddons. It's finally all connecting. We finally got all the screen names everywhere we want, really.
Yeah, we're nearly. It's like, we've connected the fucking stones finally together. Yeah, it should be good. It's a sad time to say goodbye to twitch.tv/the Chicken Boys. But you know what? The Chicken Boys will always live on. We have a great logo in 2 languages, so it doesn't really matter. They'll always live together. And you know what? We stream every week. We do, every week for the past 2 weeks. We've been doing little streams of us playing Warzone and stuff. So, I think the Chicken Boys live on. But now we live on twitch.tv/Filmageddon.
That's right.
So,
and the Chicken Boys can never die. In fact, we keep proving that we're good. We streamed last week. We didn't come first. We came close a couple times, but we'll be back at it soon enough. So that you got that to look forward to. But hey, Adam, besides all the advertising for ourselves, what else have you been doing these past few days?
Well, there was a fire, so I looked out the window for a bit. Fire in a building. Don't know if anyone died. Hopefully they didn't. But that was entertaining for a good 10 minutes, just watching smoke billow into the sky. What else have I been doing? Been playing some games, I guess. Been playing a game called Conduct. Is it Conduct This?
Conduct This? Conduct Together.
Conduct Together. Yeah, I've been playing Conduct Together on the old Switch. Have you heard about it?
I've not heard about it. We're looking at it here. Why don't you explain to me what this is?
All right. So if you like, did you ever play Overcooked?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So Overcooked's a game where you have to work together with with a partner. You can play by yourself. Play by yourself. Play with a friend. You can play it by yourself, but it's better if you play as a team. And basically, this works in the same sort of way, but you basically run there's trains going round the track, and one of you, so it says like Y and then B there, and then like 2 and 4. So what it does is one of you controls the switches, and one of you controls the trains, and you have to use. And if you control the trains, you slow them down or stop them. And if you do the switches, it's like you decide where they go. So it's trying to work together in order to get them to like pick up one passenger at a stop to take you to another stop, like the color coordinated, color coded. So it's fucking. We've come to many arguments, me and my girlfriend, about this game. It's very difficult. I can't even imagine playing it by myself, to be honest, because it's just a bit too much for my brain to take in. It's a lot of like do the switches and make sure, and then like especially when you go up the levels, it's like that red train needs to go into the top tunnel, which will bring it out of the bottom one, and then the middle one needs to go into there. And it keeps changing. It's fucking so difficult. But I got it because, like, on the fucking... Well, I kind of like, on the Switch, whenever you buy a game, you get points.
Yes.
Or, like, coins or whatever. Yeah. So this game got, like, dropped down to, like, fucking 89p. And I was just like, I'll just get this, like, for free now, basically.
Really?
And then just got it for free. So I was pretty chuffed with it. Yeah, That's what I've been playing.
It looks really fun actually. Like I mean, if it's similar, like you're saying to Overcooked, that was a. I mean, I get super stressed with playing Overcooked. I had to stop me and Nicola from playing Overcooked because the filth that would come out of my mouth, I would just scream obscenities at this. I'd be like, why, like, I couldn't understand how someone couldn't comprehend the chopping of the onions and the passing it, and it's just like, wait, we got the soup's on, we gotta finish this. And
it's difficult.
it is tough. And then we played a bit of part 2, and part 2 was like even more complicated. There's also this game now, I forget the name of it, I think it just came out. It might be from the same people, but it's all about like building. So like you're almost like contractors, and you're in a house like painting walls, hammering stuff, throwing the garbage out, putting wallpaper up, putting carpet down. Yeah, it's dangerous when you're trapped in one place with the person you're playing these games with.
Yeah, you need an escape. I mean, like we all need an escape, but you can't have it anymore. You just have to just put up with what you've got and accept your fate, and that's it. It's very. I love playing sort of local multiplayer games and stuff. We made our way through Overcooked 2 as well, and yeah, we did it all. I think we've done it all. But it's definitely like one of those like games. Overcooked's one of those games where you get this 3-star rating, for like how fast you do it, or like how much money you make within that time and stuff. And then we're one of those people who go through it, and then like we did all of Overcooked 1. And then we would finish it, and then we go back and we're like, okay, which one was like only 2 stars, which is only like 1 star, and like we hammer through that level. But this one caused a lot of arguments, and I just find it a very. I think it's because it's like 2s, 1s, 3s, where it's like when I hear like, onion, lettuce, onion, lettuce, but then it's like that bit where you get it and you just throw it and it just lands into some water, or it lands down a fucking hole, and you're like. Oh, okay, and then you fuck up and you feel so embarrassed.
Yeah, well, that's it. You get so close to it, especially when it's down to like, no, we just need this to get 3 stars, and then you get like 2 stars, and you're like, we would have had 3 if you didn't overthrow that onion. We would have had 3.
You're on it. Listen, this is you got to avoid the blame game, dude. I mean that's just a life lesson. Just avoid the blame game. Nothing good will come of it. Okay, so just leave that at the door. And just silently rage.
We were talking about before we started recording about how amongst our group of friends, the competitive ones, and I've never outgrown getting upset at a video game to like even when we're playing Warzone, if we lose, if we don't come first, which is basically 95% of the time, whenever we die, I'm just like kicking myself and like. Just like why is this happening? We're better than this. We've won before. We're the top team here.
Yeah.
It's hard.
When we're not streaming, there's certainly parts of it where I'm like, am me and Frank friends right now? Because I'll be like, come on, just pick me up. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna die now for no reason other than just a silent rage. And then there'll be times where like I'll die straight first. I'm like, well, there's fucking no point in playing now. I just get really sad, and then afterwards you're like, "Wow, what was I doing?" Like, at no point do you read a book and go like, "Ah, ah," and then put it down. And like, I was like, "What am I doing?" Like, no. So it's heartbreaking. It's definitely easier just to fucking watch stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you been watching anything as well? Has it just been conducting some trains?
Fuck. I guess I watched I've been watching this Thai series called The Girl from Nowhere.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. I think it's on just Netflix here, but I think it's everywhere. Yeah, it's fucking class. It's about this. Each episode. So the first episode starts, and then like it's about this girl who's like her first day at school, and something happens to her and whatever. And basically, I'll start describing the first episode that like there's a teacher who's kind of like being a bit creepy, and she can't, then he kind of starts being creepy with her. Ooh. And it escalates from there. And each episode is a different school, completely unrelated, but you've got this one girl who keeps turning up and doing these like enticing people to make the like not the wrong decisions, but like because some of it's really fucking gross, but like enticing and then acting upon the bad decisions or acting upon their bad personality traits, and each one's supposed to be taken like from like I think it's true stories about about escalated. It's very surreal, and I think that like she's kind of basically like playing like this fucking ghost. I think it's a ghost. I mean, everything in Thailand, like it's like entertainment's like, and it's a ghost. But it's fucking class. The girl who is like the main girl in it is so fucking good. She's just basically a wind-up ghost, and there's always this bit in the episode where she's like, like laughing. I'm like, this is fucking class. She's horrible.
There's some crazy imagery in this trailer. To be fair, like
it's shot really, really well. It's definitely like, yeah, okay, people listening to this, people watching this probably aren't Thai, and I'm not, and there's a lot of reading, but you know what? It's fucking class, and don't wait to have like, fucking Parasite was class, but you don't have to wait for every man and his dog and Variety to tell you to watch something that's got subtitles. Just give it a go. See, watch the first episode. If you don't like that, you're not gonna like the rest of it. It's fucking funny as shit, though. I think it's funny. It's also really gross and sad, especially for episode 2 onwards. But yeah.
I wonder if, so it is a Netflix original, so it would be available in other countries.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would assume so.
Ah, cool.
So, what about you, Frank? What's been keeping you sane? What's been keeping you from going to the park and finally hanging from that tree?
Not much, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay.
I've been eyeing that tree branch for a while now. I'm trying to think, will it support the added weight that I'm putting on every week in lockdown? I don't know. I gotta start running again so that I can hang out long enough. If you catch my drift. What have I been doing? Well, on the newest episode of the Filmageddon Vodcast, which we talked about, I mentioned I watched the first John Wick, and I said I'd probably watch the second one. And you know what? I'm a man of my word. I watched John Wick 2 last night, which was I went through the whole thing. I finished it, which I did it. I survived. It's not as good as the first one.
Nope.
I don't think that's a stretch, but I was just it's the same film basically, right? It's you've wronged me and I'm gonna kill you, and other like crazy actors pop up who you don't expect and some that you probably do expect, and it's a bit long, and it definitely only exists to set up the third one, which I think is the worst thing about it. Like the way it ends it's a non-ending. The way it ends is like the second act cliffhanger of a film, not the third act, not the end of the third act. It's almost like, do you remember how the first Avengers ended and they're all like in the park like, oh, I'm taking Loki now. He zooms off, and then Captain or Iron Man or whatever drive away in a sports car, and it's like, all right, that concluded this story, but potentially set up other things. John Wick 2 ends where it's like, fuck you, you watch the third one. You wait now. It's like everything builds up to this point. You're like, oh shit, that's happened, and now he's sort of screwed. What's gonna happen? Wait, there's 3 minutes left in the movie. How are they gonna wrap this up? Oh, they don't.
That is the worst. One of the worst feelings is when you watch a film and you stupidly check what the duration is left. Because either you're loving it and you go, huh? Or you're hating it and you're like, how long left? Yeah. So, I'm with you, man. I really detest like movies that, I don't know, maybe it's just because we're from like this. Like a lot of people who watch films, majority of people on Earth are from a time when it wasn't the idea to like, no, but we'll get a trilogy out of it. Like we can become a series. Even like Knives Out, like which we both fucking loved. Everyone in the world fucking loved Knives Out, and all you could talk about afterwards was like, looks like they've got a franchise in their hands. And you're like, don't do that. I just want to have a nice film, maybe a sequel, but I don't need I don't need 3 films, and especially if you're already planning. Like, of course, I mentioned like Lord of the Rings. Like, give it fucking credit where it's due. They started out and they're like, we're making 3 films. They didn't bullshit you. But John Wick 3 wasn't in the conversation when John Wick 2 was like being spoken about until people are in the cinema watching it and going, oh. But as I say, I only watched fucking half of it before I turned it off. So
yeah. Well, the way I thought of it is that it's really reminding me of, so another franchise that I really liked back in the day was The Transporter. Like, I loved the first Transporter film with Jason Statham. But then the second one, I really didn't like. And then the third one came along and was like, way better than the second one, but not nowhere near as good as the first one. I feel like this series is going to be pretty similar. I think the second one's probably like, because it just worked for setting up the third one. It's probably. I mean, I didn't really look at what other people thought of it. I assume because it made a lot of money that people liked it. So, but they probably didn't like it as much as the first one. So I'm hoping the third one steps it up and like concludes the story, or at least concludes it for now. Because like the trailers and stuff for the third one look pretty slick, and we know there's Holly Berry and there's some other dogs and he's riding a horse against motorcycles. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But also,
he really just wants to be a samurai, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought.
Well, he tried that film. He tried that one film. What was it? 47 Ronin.
Yep, he did. Now, you would have thought that would have got out of your system by now, because that was awful. And I feel like I'm core audience for this. Like, essentially a fucking weeaboo who's like, who loves Keanu Reeves. Like, it's just just keep giving more. But that film was dreadful. Why does he now want to be like, yeah, but I'm on a horse as well? And like, I swear, doesn't he have a samurai sword on his horse in the third one? I don't know. I assume so, or I wrote it into my head that he does. Either way, give it up, dude. He ain't gonna be one.
And he doesn't want to cut his hair either. That's the other thing. I don't like that, like, weird. It's not a mullet, but it's not long hair. It's not. I don't know what it is. It's Keanu's hair. It's its own thing, and I don't necessarily like it.
He definitely can get away with a lot because it's Keanu Reeves. Hopefully that doesn't mean like a crime like Tom Hanks, but like, it's probably he's definitely like that kind of look. You're like, ooh, that looks cool. And yeah, if you go in like fucking town center and there's some lanky bastard with little tiny bit of fucking bum fluff and long horrible hair, you go, ugh, he's obviously going to be at CEX or something. Basically, if you looked like Keanu Reeves, but in like our life, you'd be working at a CEX.
Yeah, and you wouldn't. I mean, I don't know what there is to say about it. It was fine. It was passable. I liked it. I haven't put my Letterboxd rating in yet, but I'll give it like a 3 or something like that. 2.5 or a 3. It's fine enough. And then I'll watch the third one, and then I'll watch the stupid TV series that they're making now, and then they'll make a fourth one, and then they'll be like Son of John Wick, and he'll pass it to whoever the fuck is who's gonna be cool in like 5 or 10 years. Hopefully, we'll all be wiped out by then with the rate things are going. Who knows?
It'll be the guy from fucking that little kid from fucking Stranger Things, the one who's like, ah.
No, it'll be 11 from Stranger Things. They're gonna gender swap it. It's his daughter. That's what you do with these things.
Jane Wick instead of like John Doe. Yeah. Jane Wick.
But that means he's got to get over his dead wife and the dog, which he may be sleeping with. We don't know. Maybe he hooks up with Halle Berry in the third one. I don't know. I'll report back on this, but we'll find out. We've got the next franchise moves. If you want to get in touch with us, Lionsgate, we're here. We're available. We're ready to negotiate the deal.
Just check down or tune into the quiz.
We're experienced with like reviving old franchises as well. I mean, the script for Gremlins 3. Yeah, I mean script or just the back of receipts with pictures drawn on them.
Yeah, we technically were paid to make those but the original artwork, the storyboards, the original storyboards. But yeah, in fact, you know what's weird is that like I made like an image ages ago for you of like Gremlins 3, and our idea was to have these like two gremlins stood on each other's shoulders in a long coat with like two samurai swords. And I remember trying to look up the logo for it, and I was like, okay, Gremlins 3. Oh, but we're set in like feudal China.
Yeah.
And and I had to like get like the Chinese symbol for 3. And like this week, I've seriously just been fucking playing Mahjong on my phone, Mahjong Solitaire. And I know what the fuck. I was like, it's 3. And I was like, oh shit, I know how to do 1, 2, and 3 in Chinese. There you go.
Yeah.
So film is educational in some ways.
Well, so one of the other things I've been doing, keeping busy, which Blair found, another Quisling favorite of ours. Blair found this game online that brought to our attention, and we were all very into it for at least 20 minutes, and then probably died off it. But I thought, what better way? It's visual. Let's bring it back here for the vodcast real quick. And it's this website called moreorless.io. And it basically has a whole bunch of categories, and one of them is box office, or not box office, the production cost for films. And you basically just say higher or lower and try to keep your streak going. And my streak up here, the previous is 42, Yeah.
Here we-
Apparently, Luke got higher than that. I think Luke said he got 45 or something like that.
I got 50 actually as well.
Oh
So
yeah. And then the servers reset after every couple of days. So let's see how high we can get collectively. So this is its own. There'll be an asterisk on the high score if we get there, but we have to try to figure this out. So
if we get there, then it's a fucking high score, dude. Like
okay,
I'm claiming ownership. Listen, I might die if we win the Warzone, but I still fucking win. It goes next to my record as a win. That's how teamwork is. No one's like, oh yeah, he's shit. He's the worst player in the team. It's like, still got a medal.
Still won, yeah. You died straight away, and then died in the gulag, and then we never brought you back. Yeah, but we still got first, didn't we? Look at the stats. Check the points.
Check the points.
That's our new calling card. All right, so we're starting off here. Sweeney Todd, 50 million. Empire Strikes Back. It's got to be less, right? 1980, less than 50 million.
To make the Empire Strikes Back, I think it's going to be more. This is to make.
This is already
the budget
the first
for it.
one. There's a disagreement. Oh,
it's got to be more. It must have. Oh wait,
yeah, it's 1980 though. It's gonna.
But it's. Oh, that's true.
Think about.
It's not adjusted, is it?
No, it's not adjusted. So I think it probably costs something like 30 mil. Let's see if we lose already. Okay, 18. Lego Movie. That's gonna be more, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be loads.
Like 150. Or just 60. Okay. Now Dawn, I think that's like...
That's got to be more.
Yeah, like...
Way more.
Over 100.
220.
220. Okay, here we go.
Probably more.
Oh, you're close. 209.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Underwater's got to be less, because...
That's got to be less. I only heard about this, last week.
I did just download it. I'm going to give it a watch. 65! All right, Rocky, that cost like $5.
Yeah, that's so much less.
I love when you get a really low one, because then it's like your next one's going to be a gimme. Like Sex and the City, $1 million just on Kim Cattrall's underwear for that film.
Hey, that's why it's going on OnlyFans.
Ooh, here we go. Emoji, it's got to be 100.
It's got to be more. The visual effects, they're raking in, man.
Patrick Stewart playing Poop, he's not cheap.
Yeah?
Ah! What?
Wow.
That was uncalled for.
Well, who knew that the Emoji Movie was both cheap to look at and cheap to make?
I can't believe they made it for 50. All right, we're going to do a speed round quick. All right, King Kong, that's more expensive for sure.
Oh.
207. Shape of Water, got to be less. It's got to be like 120, 150.
180.
20 million? What? Okay.
Fucking hell. What do we do? I'm only 20 million away from making an absolutely class film.
Titanic is more, surely.
Yeah, 220, I think. 230.
Close. Paranormal Activity is like the cheapest movie ever.
Yeah.
11 grand. All right. Ooh,
I'm only 11 grand away from making Genius.
Paranormal Activity. All right. This is a tough one here. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm going to go probably more, right?
Higher.
Yeah. 200. I thought that said Digimon for a second. I got really excited.
Oh, God, yes, finally. Django's got to be less.
Yeah. It's going to be high, but it's got to be less, right? Come on. Yeah, okay. Empire's got to be less. Wait, we already had Empire, and we know it was 50.
Just did Empire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not fuck around 18. Anymore, okay.
Avatar. Unfortunately, yes, we know.
Loads
237. More. Uncut Gems. Less, but a far better movie.
Far better. Anyone who sticks with Avatar at this point is deranged. Or fancies somebody who works in, computers.
Contagion has to be more just based on all the people in it, I would imagine.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's got to 34?
60. Clerks, super cheap, indie film.
Times 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
27 thou. Fate of the Furious. Oh. Another small indie film, but I'm going to guess probably a few...
The gimmies!
I love the gimmies. Bambi, less.
Yeah, less was like £4 in rubles or whatever.
Here we go. I love Suicide Squad. Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm the Joker, baby. Wow, fucking cut ya.
It's gotta be.
Here we go. Can't wait. This has to be less.
Here we fucking
Imagine
go.
if this cost more somehow. 45 million. That is too much money.
It's Inception's gotta be more.
Yeah. Yeah, 160. Mad Max the original.
Who's gonna remember Inception or Bloodshot? I couldn't even remember the fucking name of it then. Never mind.
Mad Max is gonna be less. The original.
Yeah.
I thought I clicked more for a second. Oh look, Cars versus Cars. That's gonna be more.
Fate of the Ferrarius.
12 Years a Slave. That's
Oh, 97. No, so Ford versus Ferrari also had a lot of visual stuff, and that's
Yes.
97. So it's like making two films. You basically made a film, and then you made all the visuals for
Yeah.
it. 12 Years a Slave wouldn't have had so much visuals, but
And
that got to be less, hasn't it?
yeah, I would imagine, because the biggest thing that gets in my mind is like Brad Pitt costing a lot. But then Ford vs. Ferrari had Matt Damon and Christian Bale. So yeah, let's go less.
But didn't Brad Pitt, his company produced 12 Years a Slave, isn't it? So he takes a lot less, like his fee from
He
it.
probably just
Like,
gets
it's
the
almost
back end money, so he's not actually.
Yeah, he gets a lot of that. And like, if you go back through, like, we need to find, like, do like a bit more of a deeper dive into Brad Pitt's fucking producing, because like he's actually produced, his company produced so many like films like that have just gone on to be like, oh yeah, and you just win the Oscar now. You win the Oscar now. They're all nominated. Anyway.
Well, so we're gonna go with less, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Okay, here we go. Less. Oh, super cheap. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
All right, Dark Knight Rises. We're gonna go more. That's like 200. Sure, 230. Crawl less. That's super cheap.
Waste of money.
No one's heard of it. 13. Man of Steel. Super expensive. He gotta get his mustache out. 220. Ooh. Okay. Now I'm in a quandary.
I'd say less.
Yeah.
Only because of the time it was made in.
Okay. I think I'm gonna stick with you. I'm gonna go less. How is it over $250 million for Spider-Man?
Yeah, how could you have got a Man of Steel and like a 12 Years a Slave for Spider-Man 3? It's like
that was upsetting. Well, there you go. That's more or less. If you check here, there's other games you can do. You can do YouTubers, rich people, country size, salary range, actor worth to a movie. That's a new one.
That's a new one. IMDb ratings. I'm pretty sure just by doing all of our live events that we've pretty much covered everything that's on that is going to be printed out by us at one point for those in the middle of the quiz games.
So the actor's worth in this game, you have to guess how much someone is worth to a film based on worldwide box office earnings for every film a person has worked on. So.
That's it. It's like Samuel L. Jackson just wins every one of them because he's been in everything.
Let's give it a try. So it takes how much they've made and divides it by how many movies they've been in. So this is actually tough.
So I can never. Do you mean Hounsou?
Hounsou, yeah. So I would imagine him making less per movie than Scarlett Johansson, then he would be worth less per movie. So we'll take.
Sure. Let's see how this works.
That was very close, though. So they're both worth, but he might make. So Robin Wright was bankable, has made a lot more movies. So does that divide her total?
But then again, like she's made more movies. But like he was in. Jesus, was he in like the start of like?
He's been in basically loads of superhero movies recently.
Yeah, like was he in Quantum of Solace as well? Like, which one who was running on a fucking?
I don't think it was him. I think it was
Wow.
I think it was a parkour person who was doing that.
On the crane, he was in something like that. He was in a Bob film, I reckon.
He was in Aquaman though, and he was in Guardians of the Galaxy, some other crap as well. I think he was in Man of Steel. Let's just go.
So then, how's it work? He's been in all these films, and he's looking like one. Oh no, we were looking at the budget before.
Yeah.
That it didn't say anything about the returns.
Right.
Robin Wright. Let's just say. Well, Scarlett Johansson was like...
She was 8.4 million or something. It's
got to be less than.
Yeah. It's all very close.
This is very difficult, because I'm still trying to grasp the idea of...
Yeah, I don't actually understand the rules as much as I thought I did.
Well, we've got a high score so far.
Yeah. Let's go more. Let's go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming it's going to be based on how the movies they've been in, how much their movies have made, divided by the amount of movies they've been in. So... if Will Smith was in loads of movies that made a lot of money, then yeah. So yes, Leo, that's true. He is going crazy.
Leo's like the major in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He coughs for the answer. You were hovering over more, and he started coughing or barking. So
that's it. So he's giving us is the guy coughing? Yeah. Did you watch that documentary?
No, because I think it was on ITV, wasn't it? And I'd rather burn my eyes out than do anything to do with ITV. And if you're watching this ITV, and you know how desperate I am, I still hate you.
Now they're getting into like producers and
Oh, this is
composers.
difficult.
I'm just gonna keep clicking, and there we lost. Good. That's too hard. I don't
Oh,
like
got a high
that.
score of 5
Yeah,
though. Woo!
silver medal. All right, well there you go. That was a good way to eat up like 5 or 10 minutes of airtime. But it's a fun game if you're looking to kill some time. Get a couple of people on the beer skis on some house party. You can play along with that. Yeah. Hydrate. What else? What was next? What were we talking about? I don't remember. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, another thing that is obviously in the cultural zeitgeist currently. I've always wanted to use that word in the vodcast. Tiger King, which we've refrained from talking about for a while because we were waiting for you to finish. First Blair watched it, and then I was a bit slower to get there, and then you finished it like this last week, was it?
Yeah, last week. Yeah, or earlier this week. Like, really took our time. I just couldn't be asked. I was honest. I enjoyed it, but it's a slow burn. I don't know. I mean, apart from
No, I was just gonna say, at the end of the day, did you find it worth your time? Like the 7 hours it was watching it?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely watch it. It's really good. It's really entertaining. They paced it really well. But yeah, I don't know. Like apart from like, unless I was in it, I don't know if I'd be able to sit there and watch 7 hours of someone else's life in one go. And if it was 2 hours, maybe it's just because like a lot of my day is just watching telly for money, so very little money. So then spending like another hour or two just watching some more stuff, I'm just like, I'm just bummed. I'm depressed. So no, I enjoyed it though. It's fucking wildest story. Yeah. It's one of those kind of characters that because of like just how media is, like I think we all had seen it maybe once, and it's like on a Reddit kind of post, like look at this guy. But yeah, or like in obviously the show and then like Colbert and stuff like that or whatever. But it's it's interesting. It's been very good. It's been very interesting to watch. What about you? You're obviously like a lot more into it. And have you gone through your second viewing of it now?
The second episode. The episodes have been on in the background while I've been in the room on my phone. Nicola's watched it a second time, and we've watched. We watched the new episode that came out, which isn't really an episode. It's more of like an after show, and like we've watched a couple of interviews, like. David Spade's late night show was doing all the interviews through Skype, and it was funny because all those interviews were on David Spade's show like last week, and it was basically the same answers and questions that the actual Netflix one had. Like I thought they would use some archive footage for the Netflix one to pad it out, but it was just hey, these are the questions, and obviously one of the questions that was big on everyone's mind is the fact that there's going to be like a docu-drama type movie out of this eventually. Whether it's a series, I think someone's mentioned like it could be like a HBO type series or like a film. And it's got everybody wondering, and including the people themselves, who could play them in these films or movies or TV shows, whatever. So now that you've finished, I thought we could take a look through the cast and see what we think. I mean, we've got the visual medium here, and I'm going to bring up BuzzFeed. Oh, who doesn't love BuzzFeed, guys? BuzzFeed. Buzz. They've posted an article up with the guys all their answers to the questions, basically. So we can go through these. We can say if we agree or disagree, or maybe who'd we'd cast. And I mean, we just got to start off with Joe Exotic himself. Everyone seems to be saying like two ends of the coin here, two opposite ends of the spectrum. Brad Pitt or David Spade. And David Spade's obviously banking on Joe Dirt at the minute. Like, Joe Dirt was Joe Exotic, but that doesn't mean you want to see David Spade lead, like, a film. Like
No. It's like whenever someone is, like, like certain actors will be, like, either a cop or they'll be, like, someone in, like, a suit, and it's like they'll end up just getting cast as like, that'll go to there because it looks just like that. I don't think David Spade is, even by his own admission, is a good actor. Even as he classes an actor at this point, I don't know. Brad Pitt, it's too much, man. It's like, I don't know. I just can't see anything but Brad Pitt with a fucking little tash on. So I don't really see either of them, to be honest.
Like, I like the idea of Brad Pitt going in and having fun with a character because you've seen him do that in the past, like really commit to it, and like you could see him like decked out like it. But yeah, I don't think playing him in a film, because there isn't a lot of like, there's no part of a film if he's the main character that I could see like, oh, here's the bit where like Brad Pitt is really channeling his emotions. He's crying in a corner. Oh, they're gonna take everything away from him. He's getting really into it. Like, I can't see that because it's almost too much for Brad Pitt. You need someone. You sort of need someone to fall right in between these two. Like, someone who's got a bit of like dope to him. And I can't see dope coming out of Brad Pitt.
No, and I think as well, like what I really liked about the series is that it focuses on people who probably I don't say left behind, but are kind of like their look and like the sort of the southern sort of, you know, hillbilly or whatever, like the look to them, it's like it's kind of forgotten. And I'd really hate the idea of like taking like the fact that like how old Joe Exotic was, and like the focus of like, you know, it focuses on those certain years of his life, like he's a little bit older. And yeah, do you know what? He's like, obviously he's a horrible man, and like he's done some really horrible shit and whatever. So I'd hate it if it's like someone like Brad Pitt, who, yeah, he's getting on, but like he's also like just like chiseled essentially. Yeah. And like I want someone who's like a bit older and looks a bit like shit.
Yeah.
Who looks like shit basically.
You could one person I thought, they're not with us anymore, is Jim Varney could have played a good Joe Exotic.
Could have, yeah, I guess. I
can't even think howdy.
He would have been really good, man. He would have been good, and then it could have been like you could have had the sort of one of the slinky dog, like one of the tigers would be like the slinky dog.
Yeah, I mean it's
the background.
Like all this this BuzzFeed article does say all these choices are the choices of the people themselves. So Brad Pitt or David Spade has been apparently who Joe Exotic has said he thinks should play him. And I'm like,
why would he say that though? Why would he be like, okay, if someone going, who would play you in a film? You're not going to go like, oh, probably fucking Pee Wee Herman, yeah, because I'm disgusting. You know what I mean? You're going to go, oh, I don't know, probably George Clooney for me. But then why would he then at the same time go like, yeah, probably Brad Pitt or David Spade? It's like, gee, you've really picked fucking top and bottom there. Like, yeah, like you say, somewhere in the middle probably makes a lot more sense.
I'm trying to think, is there anyone that pops to my mind or anything that I could think, but it's such a weird character, and I'm like thinking of people who've played all opposite ends of the spectrum here. It's like, I don't know, just Joaquin Phoenix. He's the Joker, baby. I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah,
Joaquin Phoenix. Get him to do it.
Yeah,
or Christian
or Diamond
Bale.
Dallas Page. Which okay, so yeah, Joe Exotic's a hard one, but it should be interesting. I think there was a rumor that like Rob Lowe was gonna play Joe Exotic. I'm just like, of course, what the fuck? Who cares? I don't. But let's go on to John Finley, obviously one of the husbands, now with a nice pearly set of teeth there. He's been reported saying he thinks either Shia LaBeouf or Channing Tatum should play him. And
this is again, it's just like, oh yeah, guess who gets to pick me? Yeah. Like this fucking mountain of a man, or you know, Shia LaBeouf.
It's funny. It's like if you look at the way BuzzFeed have laid it out, you can almost see it's like one of those things where you merge two pictures and you get one, because it works here. Like you take that beardy Shia, put it with Channing, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's fine. But
yeah,
Scott Ian from Anthrax could play him.
Jesus, fucking hell. Yeah, do you know what? Like, I could definitely see Shia LaBeouf is like, you'd be playing this from like a while ago, so like. Yeah. I can imagine him using his sort of age and like, I think he would fucking love to do something like this.
Yeah.
Like just like something so weird and off the wall. I'm sure Channing Tatum would be great at it, but like he's a little bit like Brad Pitt. It's too much like, oh, there's the leading man.
Yeah.
You know, rather than just like someone like Shia LaBeouf who can just kind of just sort of fade into the role.
He'd love it, yeah. Shave his head, throw on a load of fake tattoos. He'd probably get the real tattoos just to be that method, because that's what Shia is. So, yeah, I think I could agree with. I think Shia could do good here. Now, this one I think is perfect. It's Rinky, John Rinky. He's constantly said Matthew McConaughey. When you see the pictures next to each other, it's like, yeah, of course, just get him.
Yeah,
and McConaughey would love it as well.
It's Dallas Buyers Club kind of just diet. Just do that. And you look like, and you know, like we would he be like while he's got his legs, while he's not got his legs. I don't know. We'd get to see some kind of cool CGI. It'd probably knock up the budget, which then if he, a little trick on that game.
Or
He'd be like, how much is this?
you could get Gary Sinise because he's used to CGIing his legs off for major films.
I don't think you can get that thin anymore, dude. I think McConaughey is definitely like. I really like that bit of the post, the sort of the post show or the after show kind of thing. Him like referencing it, like maybe Matthew McConaughey. It's like this guy lives in a fucking caravan in a garage, and he's still like, I know I'm right here. Matthew McConaughey would suit me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love Matthew McConaughey to play him.
Let's do it. This one's a bit of an interesting one. Saf, the one who lost, I think, his hand, his/her hand, from a tiger, said that she just said Brandon Baker. I think he, whatever. They didn't understand the question or didn't really care. Some of them obviously are like a bit aloof of the whole thing. And then Joel McHale jokingly said Ken Jeong. Because Joe McHale's kind of a racist, I guess. But
yeah, no, I thought the Brandon Baker. What was the film? Was it Johnny Tsunami?
Yeah.
I thought that one was just so fucking like that was so funny. I laughed out loud for the first time in a long time. Yeah, like and plus it's just why not? I was you could even get like it's very old now, but I guess Dante Basco.
Mm-hmm.
Rufio.
Sure, yeah, I was trying to think who was the kid in Ninja Turtles 2 and like Surf Ninjas, Ricky or something Reyes Jr. Johnny Reyes Jr.
This is one for you, dude. I am got a fucking clue.
Come on, who doesn't love Surf Ninjas?
My thing is Rufio, Dante Basco.
All right, let's give it to Rufio.
You would have to fucking drop the kg on that one.
Well, they could just chop an arm off, and he's dropped a good 5 pounds, right?
That's true. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I thought this one was pretty good. Rick Kirkman, the producer, has said Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Definitely.
Look at those faces. Faces only a mother could love. Or
I just love it. I love that hat he keeps wearing, man. It definitely feels like a Bigfoot hunter kind of hat. And like, what one more better place to do it than Norway?
I feel like I just want to go visit him. Like how his life has taken him. Like he was on like this Inside Edition show in America, which was like this hard-hitting news show. He was doing all the crazy stuff. Then he saw his like retirement fund in this show. Is like, right? I don't know why he keeps saying that was my $1 million. It's like there's more out there than $1 million, but whatever. But the fact that like all that stuff went away, he wasted so much time and money, and then he's still like, now I live in Norway, and I've got a wife or whatever, girlfriend. I live in Norway in what looks to be a nice house, and now he'll spin this off into another little career, I'm sure.
I'll find out where he stay. I'm not like a creepy, not like a creepy way, but I'll find out where he stay. I would be interested to see whereabouts in Norway he's living. Yeah, it does look like a nice house, but most of the places there are.
And finally, on this BuzzFeed article, they got Dylan, the new husband, who is still fighting in the corner, Joe Exotic, and Zac Efron. Sure, I don't care.
I don't think so. I did have one. Who was the guy? Who was the rather rotund man who...
What, the jet ski guy?
The jet ski guy.
Yes.
That's clearly Kathy Bates. It's clearly Kathy Bates. It looks exactly like she looks exactly like he does. Not to pull shade on Kathy Bates there, but like, I can just imagine Kathy Bates.
She could escape into that role. I mean, she
really could.
Or, I mean, let's go going to what the hell was the name of the film? The Clint Eastwood one, where she was the guy's mom. The guy who played him from I, Tanya. I can't think of his name. He could do that part really good, I think. Let's think while Adam's video reconnects. Who is the guy from I, Tanya? Now he's reconnected. Okay. Or is he? Yeah.
Yes, I am.
It's called air filling. I did it. Don't worry. I'm used to this stuff, Adam.
Yeah, thank you. You're a professional.
I thought you disconnected to look up the actor's name.
No, I didn't. No. I just stayed in the stationary position.
Yeah.
Just when I don't know the answer to something, I just close down completely and then hope that it leaves. Like a bear attacking. I just lie on the ground and pretend until it goes away.
What the hell was
who was that actor who played?
What the hell was the name of that film with those two? That new film, the Clint Eastwood movie. I can't remember anything right now, and this is a film podcast. Thought you froze again. I see what you're doing.
No.
Richard Jewell. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it could have. It could have been. I don't know. Where's his actor name? I'm looking at the Wikipedia as fast as I can. Is it Tim Moore? I don't know. I don't think so. No, it's Paul Walter Hauser. Could have played.
There we go.
He could play.
There we go. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Richard Jewell, yeah, the one with the bombing.
Richard Jewell, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry. We call it Richard Jewell. I just remember him coming out at the same time as Uncut Gems and being like, "That's a weird one. I bet they regret that."
Well, there you go. That's who do you want to see, Cash? You should let us know. Do it on our social medias, which are all down there. Twitter, Instagram, share us a picture. Don't share it on YouTube. I don't think you can. Well, you can comment on this video. Just let us know who you'd have play all these people. And who knows, maybe we'll get to see some of these people taking the roles. I'd love to see Billy Bob Thornton and Matthew McConaughey having fun with this. It'd be great.
Yeah, definitely. And I can't wait to see the sort of exterior characters, like the guy with long hair who just loves cats. That he's like the only cool one.
Yeah. And he's like, I've never done meth in my life. It's just, I'm old and I had a drinking problem, so that's why it'll happen to you too. It's like, yeah, with this lockdown, it definitely will.
It's already happened. Yeah. I'm already like her. I just can't grow the long hair.
Right. What was there anything else to get to this week or on this episode? I was gonna maybe just show real quick. They finally showed some pictures of the new Dune movie, which I am very excited about. We could see here. And normally what it means when they release images for a film is that like the trailer's not too far behind, so that's why I'm really excited. I normally don't really give a shit about the images themselves because it's one frame out of many hundreds of thousands that are going to be in a film.
Yeah, exactly.
But it does give you a cool little look at like the costumes, which look great, and Denis Villeneuve, who is directing, and I mean it's got to have one of like the craziest casts. Like, we've talked about it on the podcast a few times, like, the amount of people in this film and the quality of the actors, maybe apart from Jason Momoa. I mean...
awful.
America's Aquaman, well, the world's Aquaman, really. There we go, let's take a picture. There it is. Look at him. He shaved for the role, so that's good.
All that time in the water and not one bit of shampoo.
So, looking forward to a trailer, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed. I think it was meant to come out in December, and I think films in December are still safe. I'd like to think that they're still safe. Hopefully, the cinemas will be open by then.
I can't stay in this fucking house any longer.
It'd be funny if you opened that window and you were in the Joe Exotic Wildlife Park.
This is exactly what he did. If Joe Exotic had access to Twitch, he would have been. I don't think he'd be where he is now. And I do have some pigeons making a nest outside this house, this room. So, yeah, maybe one day I'll be running my own version of it.
Well, one more reminder: the quiz tomorrow. If you're watching this on Tuesday, or it happened, and hopefully you can find the VOD of it if you want to take part in it. You can pretend it was live if you missed out.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel; it's down below, so you don't miss the quiz and. Get ready to maybe click that Twitch link. We'll see how YouTube behaves for the quiz. We'll find out.
Don't copyright strike us.
Yeah,
come on.
Please, we're not trying to steal. We're just trying to entertain. But Adam, thanks very much joining me on yet another Vodcast. 5 episodes in now, and we keep this train rolling forward.
We do, much like that game we showed at the start, except this one won't be thrown out in anger.
No,
you can't don't throw the Switch.
No.
It's expensive, and you can't really buy any of them right now because of lockdown. So yeah, no, it's been great. I really enjoyed doing these, and just if you like what you see, and just give us a little subscribe, give it a little like, and whatever. We'll get back to you. Catch you down the road.
All right, everybody. Until next time, whenever that is, whether it's this week, next week. Actually, I think I don't know. I'm not even going to say it. Anyway, goodbye. See you next time.